I came in here and I wasn't sure. I came in here. I knew I was going to show up. You know, I show up when it's time to show up. I'm just going to show up. So I was like, I'm showing up, and I was surprised. I was encouraged by so many of you. Your level of commitment. I didn't know these stories. You know, your story, Jerry. Just like all the stories, Jaden. You know, Fraser just picking. You know, so many new stories and commitments, and you're surprised. You know, visit Papa, and just I have been refreshed, and I wasn't down. You know what I mean? There's extra energy. I wasn't dragging coming in, but I feel really like wind. I feel like wind is at the sails, and I just see big things. And you guys, you know, your enthusiasm. I guess it still is a miracle to me that people click on links and you can make money online. It has never, it does not cease. What's that just made? Yeah, it just does not stop. It can't. It's the wonder that I just am still I'm in total mystery by it still after all these years. And so just seeing it and, you know, sitting by Jaden and he's like, yeah, I did 3 sales this morning. It just still doesn't register how this is all possible. So it's really, what I'd like to hear, like the action that you're game to take away with. And we'll probably won't get around to everybody, but we'll pretend we can. So let's start here and go this way, and we'll probably get there, and then nobody else will go. But boss, number one, kind of like maybe favorite thing of the whole weekend. Favorite thing of the whole weekend, quick. I'm gonna do like 1 minute. I think if we do 1 minute, we'll get some progress. Favorite thing of the whole weekend, the action, the new action, business action you're committed to. Or you're not committed, but you're just like internally like, I'm going to do that.
Favorite things is definitely the connections that I've made with our family now. It makes it real. This is my first event, it's my first time to America. Like, so welcome.
Oh, wow.
It's absolutely amazing. Blowing me off my feet. And then that little task you just set with the 5 minutes, I am successful when, opens your mind up and you can see where you want your future to go. But it's a really good task. You make good friendship and stuff and learn from that. So cool. That's my main takeaway.
Cool.
When I get home, setting up my capture page and testing some solo ads.
Okay.
Got the list building.
You got the vendor kind of honed in. Who you're going to use?
We're still elders, I think.
Got it.
I used to dip in solo ads before, back when I first got out, but got burnt. Believing that you spend money, you make more, and it doesn't happen like that. Like you say, you build your list and
it does happen, but it happens.
Yeah. So
okay.
I made sales off a $60 solo ad before.
Got it.
And I've made 0 sales on a $300 solo ad before from Damien. So you can't just expect to get money from solo ads. You just got to plugging away and doing it, and that's what I'm going to do again.
All right, game on.
Yeah, me, right? My favorite thing is just spend the small setting and the opportunity to interact with yourself. And it's like I sat next to Mark Overson at dinner. That's crazy, right? So I really appreciated that. And of course, meeting people and just I set the intention to come here and listen and absorb, and I feel like I met that intention.
Yeah.
So that's a good feeling to come away with. My action item had a couple different people in different contexts talk to me about branding and just investing in some images and really positioning myself in the best, smartest possible way for traffic. So getting that capture page set up, having that content, if you will, ready to go, so I can just make it happen when it's ready.
I like it. Well, let's bebop around the room. Speaking of intention, who set an intention and felt like it happened? Right? So let's share it, Jerry. What was your intention and how did it happen?
Just making more connections with people is just what I love to do. And with the family, it's really cool. There's more people that are with us and we can help them.
Right. I love it. Yeah, one of my intentions was that a bunch of us felt like kids again. And I think I heard it from a handful, but I put it out there that was my goal. I wanted a bunch of people to feel like they're teenagers again, kids again. And that was cool for me to see the intention. Another intention that was met. Anybody go on?
Well, my intention initially was to come and meet most of the TLA, because did, man. We got some fun out there yesterday. Hot ropes, team build activity, and it was just,
That was really good. See, hotel, I don't know if we'll do this again. I don't know if we'll ever do it again like this, but maybe we will. But how much cool like interaction and memories. You know, like you're not gonna forget the high ropes. You're not gonna forget the team that's building. You're not gonna forget the hike. You're not gonna forget the volleyball. I mean, it's just the whole thing. Try one. Yeah, exactly.
Pulling rank.
How about another intention that was met this side of the room? Set an intention and it got fulfilled.
I found a sponsor.
Found a sponsor. Well, I like. And who's that sponsor?
Lori.
Well, there you go.
Yeah.
Lori. And look, Lori's peer part. Lori's gonna have her breakthrough. She's in the midst of it. She's Lori, what is your action that you're gonna take? Your new action.
Actually, when you said that, I mean, I had already been thinking about how the funnels that I have set up need a better bridge, you know, like probably more of even a one-step, maybe a 1, 2, 3-step bridge.
Right.
But that doesn't have to do with traffic.
Right. Okay.
Traffic, I might actually spend time doing Fraser's thing on Facebook.
Yeah. Well, and
Because
the way I do that is I would just set your alarm for 30 minutes.
Yeah.
And just say, okay, I'm doing it for 30 minutes. If you make it an open-ended all day forever, I'm going to do this. Right for you right now, it's not going to work.
Yeah.
But for 30 minutes, and then you get a little result, you go, okay, that was pretty cool.
Mm-hmm.
And then it maybe becomes an hour, and that's pretty cool. And just find out whatever that balance is. You don't have to do someone else's life or plan. You know, find out what works for you. You don't have to work out in the gym 90 minutes. If you can literally be in the gym for 15 minutes, and it can change your life. You know, and your buddy who's a gym freak will be like, "Oh, you're not doing enough and lifting like protein." I get shit from my buddies all the time that I'm not doing the gym right. And I'm like, screw you. I don't care. I'm doing something. It's better than nothing. Mainly Matt. No, actually, you guys are pretty good. They like to mock me. Every time I'm at the gym, Brett or Matt, they're taking a Snapchat of some stupid thing I'm doing. Like, you know, I'll like balance on a beam and then like juggle heavy balls just to like switch up my routine, and then the whole world sees it on Snapchat. Like, look at this deal. But I don't.
Snapchat, you want to see.
Yeah. Or if I'm singing in my office doing something, I look around and there's always a phone. It's either Shannon, Brett, or Matt are always Snapchatting everything I'm doing all day long. So I can't do anything cool. All right, set the intent.
Mine was to draw a line in the sand.
Okay.
And then come to learn, share, and apply. Okay. And one of the ways I wanted to do that was we had a table question every time we sat together at a meal here, except for this last week. But anyway, but with that, you get to learn, you get to share. And now I had told Jaden, because he is on us, about making sure we have a daily action plan, right? So now I know what some of those actions need to be as a result of some things that I've learned here. So the line is strong.
Yeah.
And now we go forward.
I like it. Another intention that was set in Matthew.
I just had the intention to like be able to create a bunch of new relationships, and in some cases, career within locating with Fraser. But I was just able to meet so many awesome people. I had a great conversation with Denise. I mean, Matthew and Christine, Jaden, Jason. Keep going on and on. There's just a lot of really great people to talk to. It was awesome.
I'm proud of you. Good job. Another intention.
I'd like to add to that. I came in here with a team.
Yeah.
First of all, I'm new. I've been here for a month and a half. Just a little plug. I was blessed enough to actually make the leaderboard in March, so it was really cool.
Yeah.
But the thing is, I came in with a team, Jerry's team.
Yeah.
But I literally feel like everybody is on my team. Like, it's crazy. This is a big family, and I did not expect that.
Yeah.
And I'm grateful and thankful, and I think it's awesome.
I love it. One of my intentions was that everybody felt that this was like a give, not a grab. Because a lot of conferences are grabs. They have to be to pay the bill. Like, they almost have to be grabs. And I don't feel, I mean, you guys let me know if otherwise, but I just felt like it was pretty much a give and a share, and it was free, open, easy. You know, even the thought of like, I even thought, you know, well, we could sell that first round of journals. And I'm like, I didn't want to sell that first round of journals. Like anything, you know what I mean? I just want a pure gift. So, yes.
Yeah, I just want to say it's not just the bonding, the mastering, all the learning I did, and the friendship relationship. I mean, people were talking personal, private stuff, sharing with each other. People were trying to help them out, listen to them, give them advice. And I feel like a lot of people here, I could just turn to them. If I have just a personal, not just a money question or a business question, I can go to these people for help, or they can come to me. And I thought that's beautiful.
Yeah, I like it. I like it a lot. Another intention? Yes.
Well, first of all, I really like to thank all of you.
Yeah.
First time I heard this is an activity event, I was wondering if I should come. And I consulted with Vincent because and my intention was to be myself, believe in myself. And because I come here all alone,
I'm here. I'm in the moment. We're good.
Take your time.
but everyone was so kind. And I was so shy. I couldn't talk to Mark until today, actually. yes, I could talk to Vincent, of course. He sponsored me, and I knew him. I chatted him with, in internet, so I knew him. And he had the same voice. I always hear but I'm so happy because you are all different coming from other places. But you gave me, all of you gave me so much motivation. And I felt so, this family is so, my family. I don't know how to express that. I'm so
Give me a little. I will tap that. Somebody. And you deserve, you deserved all that love that you got. So, you were awesome.
This community, these members, just love. Just love, full of love. And I love it. I love it. I just, and I concluded, I can be myself. And I have a resource in myself that God provided me with. So I can use it. And I can learn from all of you. I'm so happy to be here. It was my right decision to come here.
Yeah.
I look forward to attending another event again and seeing you, all of you again, because I'm so happy.
All right, another intention that was set and met. I love it. I love it. Oof. Be bashful on that one, Fraser. what was your intention?
My main one was to really inspire and motivate people, like really go and live their dreams. I mean, like I've done it in 2023. There's no reason to why people can't really want to get that through. Talking one-on-one, like quite a lot of people, and I'm really excited. Like something, quite a lot of them. So yeah, that was definitely my main intention, was to do that.
I love it. Jamie, how about you?
Similar sort of thing. I think Vince, I think Fraser copied my approach or replied to yours the other day, and it was to highlight the power of this company and certainly the connection and also the compensation part. One thing we haven't talked about a great deal this weekend, if ever, is money. And ultimately, we're here to make money at the end of the day, but we're also here to enrich and inspire and motivate things. But financially, the power power that is available with the leverage of this compensation plan is incredible. And I've got so much to be thankful for Fraser and the team for because of the leverage that they bring me personally. And I remember stop buying drinks. But it's a case of I've done it, and now I'm ramping up my own personal activity to try and manage it to make it look like I'm not a complete freeloader. But the point is that all you need really is a couple of people. You don't go out and take over the world. And as we talked yesterday about 15-person future, if you have 5 good guys that you work with and produce and work together, you're done.
Yeah.
It really is that.
Yeah. And I'll say, Jamie, like you were the dark horse surprise for me this weekend. I kind of knew who you were, but I'm doing other things in the business than like sometimes the human actual like checking in who's doing what and what's going on. But just like I thought outside of your presence, like I thought to myself, having someone with like the substance here character in the company is like it's a beautiful thing for me. The vision, and you're a real transformational figure, and you have a lot of, you currently have a lot of potential. I hate that word sometimes, but you're the real deal, and having you in the company for me inspired. So I thank you for that. Another story of an intention set and met. Yes, boss.
Yeah.
You got the international audience, Japan, Australia, the UK.
Virginia. I've had a pretty rough couple of last years. Share my story with some people here this weekend. I guess it came with fairly selfish intention about I needed this to be a transformational period for me. Selfish in that respect, but also that I could then launch out and be the person that can help other people.
Yeah.
Like this kind of stuff happened, and yeah.
Yeah. Well, it was seeing you helping Carolyn was awesome. That was a highlight for me, Carolyn, seeing you march up that mountain. I could not believe it. I was literally in disbelief when I was coming down and saw you. I was like, I could not believe it. It was like in Lord of the Rings when Gandalf comes back from the dead. Like, what the heck?
Well, it wasn't me, it was we.
Yeah. I love it.
Coming and coming back.
I love it.
Good patience, good love and care.
I love it. Denise, how about you? Did you have an intention, or what was the highlight of your week? Yeah.
That was my intention. To get out of myself, because I'm very introverted.
Yeah.
And so it's been great to have so many conversations. That's a big leap for me, because I just really like to stay home and keep quiet.
I like it. Matt said he had a nice talk with you.
Yeah, it was great. We connected. I homeschool my kids and shared a lot of the same kind of ideas about that group and the greatness of it.
Well, Denise, we're glad you're here. It's really good. Another intention set and met. Vince, how about you? What was a highlight for you, boss? Boss man.
Yeah, I think I was actually asked that question earlier, and everything is really the most amazing, right? And so I think just the personal conversations I always love those, having the one-on-one time with you guys that we might not ever have this kind of situation.
I know.
Again, so really I cherish every moment that I've spoken with you guys in the personal that I've had an opportunity to, you know what I'm saying? So that was kind of my intention, just to really feel the heart again. Because for us, we all sit behind computer screens so much, you know what I'm saying? And we connect good, and everybody's like, oh, this community is amazing. And so it's exciting for me to really feel, you know what I'm saying? Really feel the hearts that we're attracting. And, with this core group right here, it's exciting because it's so diverse. Every age, from every location, from every spot in the world pretty much. And just to kind of grow together, you know, this will be like one of those moments in our lives right now that we remember for the rest of our lives. You know, in this Bible camp. It starts with everything. And so it's just like, it's wild. All those little conversations that you had this weekend is just like, it's the pivotal moment in your lives. You can decide that this is going to be the turning point. And that's what I've decided for this company. That's what Mark's decided and everybody else, you know, behind the scenes. But it's your decision now. You know what I'm saying? You can make this your pivotal moment. And so that's what's exciting to me. It's one-on-one conversations. I can tell that every single person I've talked to, this is their time. You know what I'm saying? So that's it. That's my intention. I got it.
Clifton, how about you? What was your intention coming in? And what was
definitely to beat Vince in basketball.
Yeah. which you did. Did you do it handily?
Mission accomplished. So no.
What we call the
no, really, I spend so much time behind the scenes, and a lot of people don't even know me or even recognize me. So on a personal, like kind of a selfish note, it was a part of my intention was to actually speak with a lot of people one-on-one, which I got to. So you guys can actually see that, you know, there is a person in this that's, you know, behind the scenes taking care of stuff, and you know, you guys can have confidence in, you know, not just Mark and Vince and what's happening on the front end, but also, you know, things that are going on behind the scenes, that you guys have a, you know, good idea of, you know, who's back there. And that was really the intention of mine. I think I met that by getting to do these events with you, go hiking with you. I sat with a lot of you at lunch and spoke with you. And then a lot of you got to hang out with my beautiful wife, Ashley, and she's back there helping out as well. So I really feel like that intention is definitely met.
Ashley, how about you? What was your intention? Matt?
Yeah, I don't want to sound selfish when I say this, but this whole being in this setting, this was all a first for me. Being in this type of setting when everybody was first, hiking was first, arguing was first. So I wanted to come here with an open mind and positive mindset and be open to trying all this stuff. And I definitely met that, but then I think it kind of shifted once I was here, and it was more about making the connections and bringing her earlier. I was right after we had our conversation, it was extremely emotional in the second that. I was ranting right about you guys, and that was one of my favorite moments this whole weekend. I appreciate that. That's special. And the team building. I don't know about anybody else though. When we started off in that circle with the frogs, but that ended up being one of my favorite things. Yeah, it was like really, really close connections, working literally like touching each other, trying to figure things out. So that was really cool about that.
Heather, how about you?
I posted what I said, smile, have fun, grow, connect. That's definitely what happened here. In a lot of time.
You know, it feels cool to have, you know, Clifton, Ashley, you, Vince, knowing what's going on behind the scenes, like who we have back there, is really encouraging. You know, just because I know, like you remind me, like we're with no immaturity. We're still in high school, right? You're fun, you're bubbly, you still have it. For whatever reason, the world has not sucked you dry and jaded you. You know, and you still have that zest, and that's a beautiful thing. So I know how many hours you work and how much you care for this community and how much you integrate to it. And you know, personally, like I've over the last few years, I haven't created. Well, I'm not even creating this. This is really creating the community aspect, but I've gone off into kind of like the guru with a whole bunch of people doing a whole bunch of different things. And generally those conferences, they exhaust me because I sit down and it's literally a poll. It's a different poll of everybody I'm talking to, a different poll, like our J-Bud Masterminds. Everyone's in something different. And it's a poll from all these things. And what's crazy is here is, you know, it's a pretty unified thing, and it's so much energy. So much energy. It's totally different than when I speak at a thing with a bunch of different kids going on. And so it's just a unique energy. And I'm pumped. So I like it. Let's hear another intention setting that. Yes.
Okay, first of all, I've been in Ireland since day one.
Day one.
Day one. I told Vince this morning, I said, Vince, I've been with you for since day one, but I've never been on the board. It's basically not an action figure. That's why I'm here.
Yeah.
And I have the full support. I have 2 grown children and my husband of 40 years. And, they very much support me. This is the first time that I'm stepping out of I'm a nurturer of others, and now I'm a nurturer of myself, which totally takes, that it takes me out of my comfort zone. And I came here with, text messages from my son and my daughter saying, Mom, you can do this, and
what a beautiful thing.
Yes, and so when I climbed on top of that mountain, I took a picture and I texted it to my son, my daughter, and my husband. And typically, it takes them a little while to even acknowledge my text.
It's a slow connection, It's a slow connection.
But immediately, my daughter came back and said, I'm so proud of you, like in all caps. And my son said, I knew you could do that. Wow, the view is beautiful. And my husband said, baby, I can't wait to see you at the top. I came here to figure out, like you're saying, a line in the sand, and I made the right decision, and I'm full speed ahead. And my big hang-up was videos, and just about everybody here has helped me with that. We spent hours last night just getting me in more in the comfort zone to say that, that's my internal belief, and I just need to realize that while I impact people on a personal level, that's the same thing I would be doing on the video. It's just that I don't like what I see, I don't want to hear. But everybody helped around it.
Yeah.
So you'll be hearing about me.
I love it.
My intention was really just to build stronger relationships with people and to be able to, to receive value, but to also have an intention of giving value in conversations to people. I hope I did that. I don't know if I did that. But also to just get really clarity of my vision and purpose, and to embrace my surroundings. Because I always love being in nature and seeing the beautiful mountains, and I always feel closer to God when I'm outdoors. And I just forgot, being boxed in your house all the time, in your everyday surroundings, getting out in the world and seeing new places. It just reiterated my vision of how much I want to travel with my family and just see the world. I
think it's really addictive. It's addictive. Go play.
I want to stay longer. But seriously, I sat outside this morning and I read and I just spent time with God and I prayed and I was like, oh my gosh, I need this in my everyday life. Every day I need to go out and be in the world, be outside, just, and being intentional about that.
Yeah. Well, Shannon and I went, because Shannon actually she doesn't do a lot, I don't even use the word a lot that much, but she's doing more and more behind the scenes for Island, admin things, setting the bus up, and just stuff like that. And when she did it, she's used to her day, what's for dinner today? I gotta get my pedicure, gotta make sure I write that check for the cleaners, But now she's, kind of working, and it was bad. It got bad right away. She'd get to her little grimy computer. So, she'd well, what if I have her checking my Facebook? She's dealing with real business sometimes, and she does the crap that I don't want to do. She does that. So but anyway, I could tell it soured her. It was souring her. I could see how the world will sour you if you don't actively subdue it, you'll be sour. And so, we said a simple little thing, until you read a page or two, I don't care what it is, something, it can be the Bible, it can be Tony Robbins, I don't care what it is, listen or read something, even for 5 minutes, and go for a walk, and I don't care if it's to the end of the block and back, don't speak. Just don't do it. You gotta charge. You gotta charge yourself up. You know, and we did that, and it's easy gravy. It's gravy now, easy. But I do that a lot. I try to get out and move around before I do it. Get some protein, some fiber, you know, a little bit of nourishment, sweat a little bit, a couple push-ups, a little bit of stretch. I eat the sun a little bit, shake, do my spastic walk, and then I'm ready to roll. But anyway, so you do deserve that every day. And really, the people around you deserve that every day. You know what I'm saying? Because they're the ones that suffer. You think, you know, we get so caught up in our ego, we think we suffer when we're off. It's everyone else around us that suffers. You know, my kids suffer. My wife suffers. You guys suffer, whether you realize it or not. You're suffering because I'm not showing up. So.
And then one more intention I have is for Brian, you know, to be able to experience this community.
I want to hear,
Brian, you've been hilarious.
He's been really quiet. I'm really curious.
Brian. It's so funny, I'll have to say this. I figured Brian was going to come here and not say a damn word. Wow. Like, seriously. And so I think you've been having a blast. Tell us what you've been doing, bro.
I mean, I don't know if I had a main goal to come here. One thing was to get like an intentional kick in the butt, like get to work. And you know, just I know I got to focus on making more time and do the training and put out the effort, because honestly, I haven't done much with this, and I'm probably the greenest person in whole internet marketing in general, because I never done no kind of internet marketing whatsoever. And just, you know, just to come here and hear people just talk and just stories and the route craziness with 8 guys in one room. You know, I mean, it's just, you know, there's just so much stuff going on, and you just, you know, like you're a sponge, you're just trying to absorb so much just so you can take away, and there's just overwhelming, just the, you know, emotions and stuff running through you going on, and just hearing people talk stories, everything.
Did you have more fun or less fun than you thought you were going to have?
Oh, definitely more fun.
Yeah, no, you're like the jolly. You're just like awesome.
You guys have a sweet relationship. Yeah. So did she drag you here, or have to convince you, or trick you a little bit?
I'll let her in.
It was actually kind of strange because he said he was like ready to do the internet marketing thing, and I'm going to be honest, I didn't know if I believed him because he's always been the clock in, clock out, go to work, and I've always been the entrepreneur, all motivated and passionate, and he would come home from work and turn the TV on, and I'm like, turn that off, it's frying your brain, you know, that type of thing. And I'm like, I want to read books, and he's like, I want to watch TV, and I'm like, we are so different. So whenever he started he first started watching I remember he got on a webinar with Vincent that was only supposed to be like 30 minutes or 45, and it was 2.5 hours or 4 hours.
And actually, you go to work.
Stayed on it.
Actually, you go to work, and then you actually finished it.
I finished it after the kids were in
midnight
bed.
shift.
So, but he watched the whole webinar. I remember like when he did that, I was really shocked because he's never actually like taken action on something like that. And I was like, he watched that webinar, and then he said he wanted to go to this event. And the script was flipped this time because usually I'm the one, let's invest money, let's do this, let's do that. And we've invested a lot, you know, with the GRN and all that. And of course, Vincent told me, you got to upgrade to Diamond if you want to go to the event. And I was like, oh man, Vincent. Okay, so he said upgrade. And I told Brian, and Brian's like, do it. And I was like, do it? Because we didn't speak for probably almost 2 months after I bought the first GRN. He was mad. He was really mad.
What were you? I think you were my first platinum.
I was, and you talked to me for a really long time, and you used Mark's closing strategies on me.
And you $5 an hour.
I probably earned like $1 an hour.
That's true. You said to me, if you're going to procrastinate, you said you're going to attract procrastinators. I said, I am not a procrastinator, but you're like, make it happen. And I was like, my husband's going to divorce me. You said, he'll get over it. So we had
Still hold back a little bit. I'll let it go one day. That'll be the $1 million day. I'll be like, well, I guess I gotta let it go now.
We had a lot of conversations, but so he said invest, and then he says buy the plane tickets. And to be honest, I was like,
we don't have any childcare. Like, are you seriously going to do this? Because usually he watches the kids and I go to events.
Yeah, that's right. I'll watch the kids. And she goes to plays.
So he bought the plane tickets and all that, and up until like 2 days ago, we didn't have anybody to watch the kids, and we figured it out. And I honestly thought I was going to send him on this event, and I was going to stay home and kind of just let him come. But I knew I was supposed to be here, and it worked out. But I have seen him like taking action, and I've seen him doing the webinars and he's putting postings on his Facebook, and I'm like, he's actually doing it. So I'm really excited because I've been praying on this for like over a year. I'm just gonna say, I've been praying, God, please give him a vision bigger than the coal mines where he is working. Because, like, I just know there's more for us as a couple in this. Like, I just feel like it was unbalanced. You know, like I have the freedom to do what I want, and he's tied to that job, and we want to travel, but he only gets 2 weeks of vacation. So
It's
like,
very powerful to treat that, like I said, treat it with fear and reverence.
Yeah.
That impulse. You have it's tied to work, you know, where every couple, well, I want more vacation and we want to have more money. Well, okay, you know, what couple doesn't want that? But you guys have you back it with like some action, some desires, real stick, and just don't, you know, chase that thing. Don't give up on that thing. I tell you, if I shudder to think what happened if I would have given. I don't know if I could have given up. I think at some level it's a DNA thing that you're just gonna the birds migrate south and they don't even mean to. They just do and they come back. So, you know, some of you that haven't given up, it's been all these years, you know, Jerry, 7 years in internet marketing, you're still kind of doing your job, you're your breakthrough. I don't think you can quit. It's not in you. You weren't made to quit. Like, you know what I mean? The entrepreneur calls it a recession. It's a curse. It's a disease. And the only cure is to do it all in. You know. But that really is the way. And you might as well get, like, I realized I had a curse. I had a disease, and success that was the medicine for the disease was success. Right? I had this disease that had to go create and not have a job and be free and pursue my dream. If I wasn't pursuing my dream, I'd be depressed. So I just realized, like, I better just go get my dreams. If I don't, I'll be depressed no matter. Like, I just figured out I have this condition. It's a condition. It's not a choice. It's a condition. Your friends, your friend, like Jane, we were talking about your buddies. They'll look at what you're doing and they'll admire it. And you can be at 20 grand in 12 months, doing all the things that they wish they were doing. They don't have the condition to even ask the first question to go after to get it. Don't look at it like it's anything more. To me, it's literally conditioned. I'm just matching people with my energies. That's all I look at. I'm matching and attracting, I'm not converting a damn person. People are on a path. I've been down that path, and things are colliding. And we're moving together. That's all I see. So I don't try to convince my aunt who's a nurse that she should be an entrepreneur and she should join ILA. No, it's just not. That's not her. You know. So, food for thought on that. That was a beautiful story. All right, let's hear from another person. Is this good?
Oh yeah.
This is good. I feel like this is really good. It's just really quick. This is the first platform. This just makes me laugh so hard. Where Vincent was, it was Vincent and Brett, and we hit your list with Solomon, and then we did Jaron, and you had the best, most qualified, awesome, eager leads, and you and Brett were chiseling away on those leads.
The problem was I let Brett try to pull it.
Well, I think you helped out, and it wasn't helping out that much. I remember told Brett, I said, you and Vince trying to close these leads are like two monkeys trying to hump a football. This is such a joke.
I was thinking myself, why am I letting a 21-year-old or whatever try to close these $5,000 sales?
Yeah.
And then Mark's like, here, come watch these closing secrets. I'm like, all right. And then close.
Yeah, anyway. But Vince was like you were kind of in on it a little bit.
Never.
Just a little bit.
No. I trusted you for bread, and I was like, nah, it's not working. I didn't even, he's like, just send me bread. Just send me, all right? No. Then
I felt like you were grinding till you did the 21. With the 21, or you did the 21, and then you got it.
I don't know. Like I wouldn't have been able to close that 21.
Yeah.
That's for sure.
But it was the switch was turned when Vince took over that project, and it's never missed.
Like you think that like you want to pass off things, you know what I'm saying? But like when the high ticket sales, people want to be the master at it, you know? And so that's what I always say to people. If you watch the 21 Closing Secrets and just like everybody watch it over and over and over and over, you go from like kind of whatever to a master coach, and it's crazy. And so that's kind of what it is. It's crazy. And I was asking Deanna all these. I was like, I pounded her with all these closing secrets, and then after I did it and she closed, I was like, well, watch these closing secrets that I
And Vincent was good because he knew I didn't like want to be left behind. I didn't want to be left in the dust. He's like, don't you want to, make a decision and have other people make decisions, or do you want people to procrastinate
Well,
with you?
yeah.
And I was like,
One of the most powerful things you can say is everything in your life is you're sowing a pattern. You're sowing a pattern of showing up in your life.
Yeah.
So with GRM, for me, I saw it and I bought it. I saw it and I bought it. Period. I saw it and I bought it. And for whatever miraculous reason, I have generated hundreds of thousands, millions actually, of people who saw it and bought it. Just how it is.
I would say, when you guys see that, I would say you track how you act.
I make that up.
Huh?
That's a good line.
I've been saying it forever. I don't know.
You track. First time I've heard.
How you
not listen to you.
He's like, what's the speed limit? Hundreds of people joining a day now.
What's going on? Speed well. I call me. I saw some stuff on the internet about some speed well system. I think it's our competition.
And this is a true story.
Those bastards took the name I used. Anyway, well, I think we've had a good time. So let's end on this.
I want to tell them about the 1K club.
Tell them. Yes, do it.
All right, we'll pass this bad boy around.
Touch it and feel it.
Touch
Just
it
kind
and
of
feel
feel
it.
it. So this is the space age. Where'd that come from? Whose is that? You got the magic journal over there.
All right, hold on.
He's pretty.
Yeah, look. They pass this around. We just
Maybe
got.
fast, yes. A little faster. We're gonna be here all night.
Trying to get this picture out. You don't want to take pictures out. It's not the same. Okay. So
Yeah, just touch it and pass
the
around.
phone behind it. So that's gonna be. Feels like that. It's the same thing as that, but it looks like that. Okay.
So with that thing, yeah, just touch it and pass around. But what's funny is I had an MLM consultant because I get these journals. These are handmade in Maine, and they're archivable. Like they're legit expensive quality. They last. The binding doesn't crap up. And an MLM consultant was like, Mark, you're doing American leather journals. I can get them that look just like leather from China for $2 each. And I was like, I hate you. I hate you. Don't ever tell me another thing in your life. But anyway, so this is a super quality thing. And Vince and I, in our mastermind, which means, what should we do with these journals? We should buy some journals, and we're gonna get. It's beautiful. I mean, is that picture going around?
Behind.
I mean, it's a beautiful, beautiful journal. It's just gonna be awesome. So we bought 100 of each, right?
Yeah.
100 blacks, 100 silvers, and we didn't even know what we were gonna do with them, but we knew they deserved to get created. So we were talking like, Vince, he's like, I want separate. What should we do? Something this, something that. And for sure, so far, we got this idea, which is
that journal right there. Whoever hits $1,000 in commissions can get that journal. That's so cool. The black one will be for anybody.
So it's gonna be like the one, well, I don't know, I'm not sold on this black idea.
What about the black one?
The black
Don't say it.
It's gonna happen.
But the silver is gonna be the 1K club, kind of like, that's the token of, you made it back from Ireland. And it's gonna be pretty sad.
Yeah.
So you want an intention to have one of those puppets. Because it's, well, I'm saying from money, it's a great deal for everyone else. I don't know, I don't like shipping these things, ordering them.
Basically, it sucks for us.
I don't like it. I don't like minimum, maximum, not. I think I would, we'll figure it out. We're gonna make the black ones a lot more accessible.
Certainly beats my competition book.
Well, you tell me what's cool. So let's go to options.
I want to just sell the black one straight up. Let everybody buy it.
$50 plus shipping and handling.
Yeah, and then the silver one has to be earned. You gotta earn 1,000 commissions to have it.
Here's why I don't like them. Okay, so that's one option. They're for sale. They're $50 plus shipping and handling, which is probably $8. No commissions. Our hard cost on that, and then the shipping and deliverable. Company makes barely enough to make the reorder for the next one. Just free from the profit. So it's just a big roll, and then we're from the profits of a year's worth of those journals, we can buy some drinks at the bar. So, but that's kind of my theory. But so that's one option with the blacks, is that $50 plus shipping and handling, available to anyone in Ireland who want it, get it. My idea is that we can once a month or whatever, put out the top 10 for the week, and if you hit top 10 in personal recruits, like, we send them to you. You don't buy them. You can only earn. I like only earning because, personally, I want them in people's hands, not who just want them, but who deserve them.
Yeah.
So there's two different, I don't know. And then we won't have to deal with I ordered a journal because you gotta wait 2 weeks to get them, and then you gotta manage volumes. Been down this road. You gotta manage, you got 1,000. Oh, yeah, we gotta have 500 journals. That would be 7,000. Okay.
Well, all I know.
Support tickets.
More support tickets. I like this idea. You should add some milk chocolate in every one too. That's made at Vince's house.
Basically, the reason why we're gonna have to do it is there's never been a $1 billion company that was afraid of shipping.
No, we're not. We're not afraid.
We're gonna do it. We have to.
We're gonna
do on that for what? You can do it, don't tell anybody, you just ship it.
I'm doing it.
If he shows up,
I got
you're
it.
like, cool.
Yeah.
Like a pleasant surprise that shows.
Yes,
My vision is to have a full-on shipping cart with all of our products that people can buy.
just with
There's gonna be so much stuff.
Yeah, we'll have apparel and merch and all.
There's gonna be so much stuff.
And I'm just saying, in time.
We'll get there.
Well, here's what
Marcus doesn't want to tell you guys what's gonna happen tomorrow.
I think
But
Mark
being
is
so
gonna.
consistent.
I'm price motivated.
Code. You know you had to code that? That's a surprise. Yeah. Because you got nothing better to do.
Yeah.
And Heather, you're gonna ship all those journals yourself. From Mexico, so we get to pay double. All right, so the gist of it is, the point is the journals are coming and it's going to be cool. That's the point. The journals are coming.
We call him Dream Stealer.
Dream Snatcher, Dream Crusher. I almost started the thing I was going to take the garbage up here, Heather, and deposit their dreams in the garbage. Basically, I'm just Vince's Dream Snatcher. I realize. But anyway.
This is coming from a guy that thought I'm going to be tiny.
No, that's true. Oh, hey, what do you got, honestly, with this Lemonade Crusade? I know, Vince, we haven't talked about this. We probably should have. I'd really like to see this thing, I'd like to see this thing blow up this summer. What do you guys, I mean, have you seen the Lemonade Crusade yet? Raise your hand if you've seen you got the deal, you kind of know what's going on. Because I think if we had, I mean, how many active ILMs do we have right now? Okay.
I don't know. Something like that, maybe 10,000.
What's the question?
How many islanders we have paying, paying?
Just about 9,000.
Okay. Because I feel like if we can get 10%, that's 900, getting one kid. One kid, you know, it could be their kid. I have 4, so I can count as 4. You know, but I think we can get 1,000 freaking kids doing free enterprise this summer in a meaningful, profound. I know that my Isaac understands more about business than the average 30. I'm not kidding. Yeah, for sure. Because of the Lemonade Crusade, you have to do a profit and loss. You have to the whole process. Raise your hand if you've seen the process of the game for the kids. I mean, this is an education that at 20 I wouldn't even know how to do. So